What's up, guys? This is Storm, and if you're a fan of Digimon, you're in for an amazing treat for this year and what is to come into the future. You might not know what I'm talking about. Last night they had their 2025 Digimon Con, which revealed a whole bunch of new information that is coming from Digimon newest game and other stuff that they have coming down the pipeline. So, let's give a round of applause for all the stuff that they showed at the Digimon Con. During the Digimon Con, we got in the Digimon Color Godzilla 7th Edition V-Pets. We got Digimon Adventure 02 D325 Color Evolution V-Pets. We got in Digimon card game update from Digimon Liberator, and they're adding the characters from Hackers Digimon Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory into the game also. And we got a TCG, a Pokemon game that's coming soon in a closed beta called Digimon Elysion, which is a lot of people have been hoping that Digimon was going to have their own card game but in an app form. So I'm definitely going to check it out when that eventually drops. Hopefully it won't be region locked. We also got a Digimon comic update. If you're a fan of the Digimon comic and have you been reading up on them, we are getting new information for that also. And they also had a Digimon Adventure Beyond, a special 25th anniversary PV for Digimon Adventure that is coming out on YouTube. It shows the grown-ups of the OGs from Digimon Season 1 and Season 2 coming together that are being featured in the Never Before Depict scene leading up to the ending of the final episode of Digimon Adventure 2. And oh my gosh, the animation and the characters models look amazing. And it just keeps getting better from there. In October of this year, we're going to get a new Digimon series. They show us a little poster that shows the protagonist for the series, but we don't know his full design yet or his little Digimon partner that he has on his shoulder. But I have a feeling once we get closer when that series is supposed to drop, we're going to get more information about him. But overall, this Digimon Con was the best one I've seen, and overall, all the announcements and the stuff that they showed, especially with the concert and stuff, deserve a round of applause. But of course, there's one more final thing that they showed off at the Digimon Con that I did not mention yet. They gave us some more information about the new Digimon Story game that's coming out called Digimon Story Time Stranger. They actually gave us a lot of information, but also keeping us in the dark of what we could come across in this story. So, with that being said, in this video, we're going to go over the new information that we got for Digimon Story Time Stranger. And the first info we're going to talk about is the story. The story reads, the story begins in Tokyo, Japan. The protagonist is an agent of Adamas, a secret organization that specializes in investigating and solving anomalous phenomenons. In the course of their investigation, they encounter an unknown creature called a Digimon in Shinjuku, an area sealed off by the government and caught up in a mysterious explosion. They will reawaken 8 years in the past. So with that being said, it kind of sounds like the story could be focused on somewhat of a little bit of time travel to a certain extent, because they said we get blasted into the past. That doesn't mean we'll be going to the past and future. We're probably going to need to figure out a way to get back to our current time, but the fact that it blown 8 years in the past is very interesting. And it kind of makes me wonder, where does the story of this game take place, and is there a possibility that you can actually run into the characters from the first Cyber Sleuth game? I guess it depends when Cyber Sleuth take place and when this game takes place. But I am very interested in how they're gonna do this story, because the whole concept of time travel could be a very confusing concept in different media, depending on how they, go about it. But I think this could be very interesting because, to my knowledge, I don't think any Digimon story did something like this. Even like in the anime, I don't recall ever time travel ever played a part. But yeah, definitely interested where they're gonna go with this. Next, we're gonna talk about our protagonists that we'll be playing with in the next Digimon story. Here we have Dan Yuki and Kanan Yuki. These are the two protagonists that you'll be able to pick to play as in the next Digimon story. But they did say, depending which one you pick, the other one will still be in the story, but they will be your operator. Basically, the one that you could be communicating through the game, which is will be a first for Digimon story, at least the ones I play, because when it comes to Cyber Sleuth and Hacker Memory, once you pick either the boy or the girl version of the protagonist, the boy version is no longer around. So the fact that now that you get to pick these two protagonists and they will still play a role in the story, which is very nice. Which does kind of make sense because when it came to Cyber Sleuth and Hacker Memory, you picked the name for the protagonist, but now that these are set characters, yeah, they're going all out when it comes to this. And a very interesting thing about Digimon Story Time Stranger, apparently this was being worked on when Cyber Sleuth dropped, which Cyber Sleuth dropped in 2014. So the fact they've been working on Digimon Time Stranger for pretty much a little over 10 years right now, which is wow. So hopefully the whole course of the 10 years and stuff, like I kind of said, the majority of that time probably wasn't in development for the said game. They were probably doing a whole bunch of testing phases and all of that. I don't know how a game developer works and stuff, so I'm not surprised that they took this on, especially this day and age. Game development takes forever, so hopefully there are a lot of stuff to do for those 10 years. I'm hoping for a lot of content and hopefully a DLC because they haven't done that for the other Digimon story games. If they do a DLC that gives us even more content, I'm all about it. Now we have our 3 starter Digimons that you could be able to choose from the start of the game. We got Patamon, Gomamon, and Devimon. Me personally, I'm going to go with Gomamon because he's in my top 10 favorite Digimons. Patamon is also a good choice also. It's a difficult choice, honestly. It's between, for me, Patamon and Gomamon. I'm not really a fan of Devimon, but not go against those who are a fan favorite of him. So, my final choice when this game drops, I'm gonna go with Gomamon. They said the story of the Digimon Time Stranger, it will be split between the human world and the digital world Lied. If you know the name of the digital world server, you know where we're gonna go with this story. And it's very awesome for this time around. We'll be able to explore the digital world because when it came to Cyber Sleuth and Hacker Memory, we didn't get to go into the digital world until it was like the final act of the game. But even then, we didn't get to explore the digital world. It was basically just the final area for the final boss fight. But this time around, by the looks of it, we'll get to explore the digital world and how the Digimons live their lives in their own world. Because when it comes to the humans, we just think of it just another internet server. But for the Digimon, this is their home. So it'd be nice to see how Digimons interact, seeing with each other, and how will they react seeing a human in their world. For the human world, the story is mainly going to be centered around Shinjuku and Akihabara, which is, they said they truly remade the city to be more explorable compared to the Cyber Sleuth and Hacker Memory. Because when it came to like Cyber Sleuth and Hacker Memory, there was like a basically like a flat land. Like there would be streets and stuff that you could run across the street and stuff, but everything was just on one like one want to say like one street level. And this time they actually showed there will be subways we'll be able to go to downtown. Basically, there will be a lot to explore in this time around compared to the previous Digimon story games, which I am gonna have tons of fun with it. But when it comes to the digital world, there will be a lot of stuff to explore, seeing a number of shops. And during one of the presentations they showed like Zudomon like being a blacksmith and stuff. There's like a Digimon like restaurant or bar by the looks of it. It looks very funny to see because we seen like stuff like this when it comes to the anime and stuff, but when it comes to games, they're really going in depth of what we could get to see when it comes to the digital world and how the Digimons like live out their lives in that world, which I cannot say enough that I am excited to explore. I'm hoping we could just we could like freely go into the digital world whenever we want, because I think I'm gonna spend most of my time in the digital world, to be honest. We do get an introduction of a brand new character named Inori Misono, who is a kind hearted girl who embarks on an adventure with the agent, which is you, and her past ties into the reason why she joined the protagonist on their adventure. And you also get to see her Digimon partner, who goes by the name of Agilmon, which they say he will play a key role into the story. So, if you know your Digimons and you know who this Digimon is specifically, you'll understand why he is a key to the story. I'm not gonna spoil it what that means, but I am truly excited when I eventually could get him on my Digimon party. But they also did say during battles when you have your 3-person battles, Guillemon will join you in battles as a 4th Digimon in battles. So it's pretty much like how they did in Cyber Sleuth and Hacker Memory. When you have like a guest character that's fighting with you, their Digimon will take a 4th spot. So it's kind of par for the course. And they kind of giving it away that he gonna play a key role because it's just like how in Cyber Sleuth, I forgot what the girl name, but she had a Digimon partner which was 2 of them, which was Agumon and Gabumon. But then you later found out that they play a key role by digivolving into Onimon, which turns out he regained his memory of being one of the royal knights of the Digimon world. So, seeing Agumon is her partner, I could kind of see it's gonna play similarly like how Cyber Sleuth did it, just probably on a bigger scale by the looks of it. Now, this, I don't know what the heck this could be. The only I can tell, this is definitely the antagonist for the story, but I don't know what it is. It could be a Digimon, some type of machine, or some type of corrupt virus like how they did in Cyber Sleuth. I believe they were called in Eaters in Digimon Cyber Sleuth and Hacker Memory and stuff. And they had some crazy monstrous transformation when they get enough data to basically to evolve. And I'm wondering is what we're seeing from that image of that, wherever that thing is, I'm wondering if that's gonna be the same scenario. But they never gave no name, and basically said what is its purpose, how will it stand against the protagonist's way, and what is it in the first place. So they're probably gonna wait till a later date to reveal that, or they're probably just not gonna say anything at all and let you experience it for yourself. Me personally, I don't want them to spoil what the name of this could be. I would like to experience it in combat when the game eventually drops. During the presentation, they did talk about the number of Digimons that could we expect in the Digimon Story Time Stranger. They did a comparison with the previous Cyber Sleuth games. They said that Cyber Sleuth had 249 Digimons. Then when Hacker Memory released, they had 330. But now they officially confirmed Digimon Story Time Stranger will have 450 Digimons, which is definitely a lot compared to the previous games. And my guess, the number of Digimons that we could possibly get is basically all the Digimons that appeared in Digimon Frontier. And I'm not talking about not just the anime, and also like I believe there were like cards based on the evolution. Because when you think about Agunimon and Lobomon, and they had all their evolutions in the Hacker Memory. But when it came to the other teams, like uh, Beelmon, Kazamon, Kugamon, the Shadow one, because when it comes to Digital Frontier, the ancient spirit is based on elementals. So the fact that we didn't get to see the Digimon represent for wood, water, I believe it was metal, and the other evolution for the protagonist ancient hero Digimons, I could see them possibly joining the roster. Maybe the Digimons from Ghost Game, the last Digimon series that came out in, I believe it was 2021. So there are potentially a lot of Digimons that they could add. Oh, and also from Digimon Liberator, that's another one. So they said 450, and they do more content. I could see well going past 500 Digimons in this game. And good luck to people who try to make that perfect team roster, because you could be looking at a whole bunch of Digimon to see what fits your playstyle. Even though this was a guarantee thing, but I was just so happy they finally confirmed what everybody else speculated, that the game will focus on the Olympus 12. You don't know who they are. They are basically like the Royal Knights, but they are stationed in a different Digimon server. Their powers could rival the Royal Knights, or probably in some cases even greater than their own. The Olympus 12 are basically Digimons that are supposed to represent the Roman gods. So it's like you got like Zeus, Apollo, Hephaestus, so on and so forth. And this is what they look like. Here the members are Apollomon, Bacchusmon, Siriusmon, Dynamon, Junomon, Jupitermon, Marsmon, Marukimon, Minervamon, Neptunemon, Venusmon, and Volcanusmon. Some of the Digimons we have seen, and when it comes to to the Digimon series in the games, but we never saw all the Olympus 12 members together in one game, to be honest. We have seen them appeared in shows like, I believe, Neptunemon and Minervamon appeared in Cross Wars and stuff, but they were not like considered the Olympus 12. I think they kind of portrayed just as regular Digimons. I haven't watched across wars, so they probably did showcase them, representing them as Olympus 12, or they could just been regular Digimons. I probably need to ask someone who's seen the show. But interestingly enough, there's one Digimon that's not appearing in this roster. He's technically not part of the Olympus 12, but he is one Digimon that does represent one of the Roman gods. I'm not going to say who it is, but we have seen him in a game and possibly a show. One of the games that we did see him in Digimon Survive, if you follow the criteria on one of the Digimon characters in that game, you are able to evolve that person Digimon into that Digimon that's supposed to represent one of the Roman gods. But for them to close off the presentation for this Digimon Con, they did talk about like showcasing different attacks from the Digimons and what Digimons we could potentially get in the game. They show off a little quick trailer showcasing different moves from Digimon, some that we've seen before in the previous Digimon story games, and some are new that had never appeared. But one that I can say for sure, the graphics of the game looks even better compared to Cyber Sleuth and Hacker Memory, and it's more than because it's on the next gen hardware. It's not tied to the PlayStation Vita or the PS4. So we're gonna take a little case at that trailer, and that's where we got end of the trailer and this video. I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Peggy 12.